So you decided to talk about the Vegas Golden Knights and how they're doing pretty incredible stuff. Well, I want to talk about their main goalie right now, Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, if you want a whole bunch of different stats of wins and save percentage, there's plenty of websites online. You can look that up. I'll maybe, if I feel like it, put some in the description below. What I do want to say is how he is as a player. He was taken #1 overall by the Penguins back in, I believe, '03. He was doing well in the minors, and then he came up and he started to do well his first month, and then he didn't do so well so the subsequent months. And he was showing that he could be that #1 goalie, and he was progressing, and they were getting picks like Malkin and Crosby, and it was looking like the Penguins were going to do some really good damage. And it wasn't that he was spectacular. He was no Martin Brodeur, Patrick Roy. It was helping that he had Crosby and Malkin and some other really good top-tier guys playing on some of those Pittsburgh Penguin teams of the mid-2000s. And that's what helped propel him. He's one of the top guys in the NHL history for wins with over 400. You don't get to 400 wins just by being mediocre. He's not the guy I would want to build my franchise around for a good 15 years. Yes, the Vegas Knights selected him, but it wasn't to build an entire team around him. It was to jumpstart the team because they knew he had his first Stanley Cup he went to, he lost, but then he won. And then the last two that the Penguins went to, the 2 previous years, it wasn't because of him. They had the other guy, Murray, in net for the most part, but he was still part of those teams. 4 Stanley Cups. I mean, not a lot of goalies even get to the Stanley Cup. I mean, Henrik Lundqvist, who's supposed to be dubbed the king for the Rangers, he's only been to 1, and he probably should have won had Matt Zuccarello not been injured. But it was the rest that year that got Lundqvist all the way there. He was well rested throughout the season, and Marc-Andre Fleury, he had that injury in mid-October, didn't come back till December. So he missed a good 2 months of this season, and I think that's what really helped him, sort of keep him fresh and ready to go. It's the key. Your goaltender, if they're not ready and ready to go, they're going to get sloppy. I mean, Braden Holtby of the Capitals, he was starting to not be favored towards the end of the season because he wasn't as good, but now he's leading them, and now the Capitals are fighting the Lightning to go to the Stanley Cup Finals. So Marc-Andre Fleury, yes, he's got 4 championship appearances to his name. He also has a gold medal in the Olympics, although he didn't play in that, but he still has it. So he has a veteran leadership. That's why the Knights selected him, and it's a good move on them, and hopefully they'll be able to pick someone else. I mean, yes, it might have worked too well, and they're not going to get that high of a draft pick, but I think they have now the right pieces, and hopefully to continue to going on. I'll see you on Thursday.